Hello everyone, my name is Pham Thi Nga. I would like to present a case of scientific misconduct. It seems to be very famous in Japan at the time it occurred, and until now, this is a case of Takuro Obokata. She is the Japanese stem cell biology. She was guided data fabrication. In 2014, she became so famous when she published two breakthrough articles in Nature about a new way to breed stem cells from ordinary cells through the application of cat. But not long after that, two articles in Nature were rejected due to the variation of scientific conduct, include manipulating image and plagiarism. Besides that, some of her images were discovered to be edits. They are similar to the image from her PhD thesis, and some text was different from the other paper. And her method, she presented in the article, is quite simply, but no other scientist was able to reproduce her experiment. Even that, Obokata was able to produce a such stem cell by her method after that. Finally, the investigation of her office so that genetic analysis of her stem cell could match to original host. It was just regular embryonic stem cell. It means that Obokata fabricated the data. And in 2015, the PhD degree of Obokata was revoked due to plagiarism. And that Obokata fabricated the data, and Obokata then fabricating her result by some explanation. She apologized for insufficient efforts in preparedness and unskillful for the error of methodology and sloppy data management. They are benevolent mistakes due to her young and inexperience. He mentioned someone had taken regular embryonic stem cell from the freezer and relabel that led to her wrong. And he thought in reproduce the stem cell, the explains that the physical and mental deterioration from the pressure after scandal that affect her ability to replicate the result. And although the Obokata then fabricating her result, but the fact is that data were fabricated, and the purpose of data fabrication is enhanced to reputation and for attract more funding, more money, and make her more success in the field. And how could it happen? In my point of view, the reason for the scientific misconduct includes the internal and external reason. The internal reason is Obokata wrongdoing. Even she then fabricating the data, but her work so lack of research technique. Obokata was guilty of unbelievable calumnies, having manipulated image and plagiarized text. Obokata action never be permitted in manipulating the image data from two different experiments. Besides, her laboratory notes show the poor quality that it will be extremely difficult for anyone else to follow and understand her experiment, and this is considered as serious obstacle for information exchange. If she fabricated data for any purpose that broke the lack of integrity and humanity as a scientific researcher, in my opinion, data fabrication is the most unethical practice of a researcher. It lead to misunderstand of the camera and with resources of society. Besides that, there are several external reasons that promote this scientific misconduct. Firstly, it has to consider in responsibility of Obokata mentor and other author. If the mentor subscribe her work carefully and co-author take part to her research effectively, this scientific misconduct could not happen. In my point of view, a part of responsibility should be personal on her organization management. A well-managed laboratory with good monitoring system and regularly report will help to reduce and detect scientific misconduct. Account that seems to be origin of wrongdoing is attraction of success and money. Achievement in research bring success and money that became temptation to every scientist. Investing too much time and money in research, so researchers not always want to get expected results, and only small change can improve the data, so they would induce by the death of success. The last but most important is how to prevent it. The answer is doing research in ethics. I would like to mention several ethics theory. According to universal law of conscience, everyone should not lie. It's obvious researchers are brilliant in their field, so respecting the truth should be the most important. Data fabrication and plagiarism must be forbidden. According to utilitarianism, the action should maximize happiness and minimize pain. So in Obokata story, the action are the way in that pain outweighs happiness. The fabrication cannot give her stable happiness. They was being enjoyed the risk. The data the fabrication destroyed not only her reputation but also her organization reputation, and the verification of her mistake has waste time and money of the other researcher and society as a whole. Assuming her mistake were not detected, her result will with a wrong knowledge that may make resources consuming of society future. The priority that organization reputation overweight personal reputation and social resources overweight personal resources. In conclusion, data fabrication is an action in that pain overweight happiness. According to moral law, an action must be done from a scene of duty. From the case of Obokata, we realize that there are some duties that need to be performed well, include duty of research towards science and society, duty of mentor towards mentee, and the duty of organization management to labor. If the duty performed in responsibility, the scientific misconduct are hard to happen. There reference for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.